5.2 Lesson 11 Multiplying decimal fractions by a multi-digit whole number through conversion to a whole number problem and reasoning about the decimal placement. That is where the key is going to be, is the reasoning. The why are you doing it? Because believe it or not, you need to understand. Okay. 4 times 3 is 3 times 4.1 is 12.3. 3 times 4.1 times 10 divided by 10 is 3 times 2.4 is 3 times 2.4 times 10 divided by 10 is 3 times 4 times 17.6 divided by 17.6 is your answer is, well, it's 12. Why? That's right, because when you multiply something by a number and then you divide by the same number, you end up with your original number. Mr. Moore wants to build a rectangular patio using concrete tiles that are 12 inches square. The patio will measure 13.5 feet by 43 feet. What is the area of the patio? How many concrete tiles need to be purchased to complete the patio? Push pause. We're going to slide Mr. Moore up in the corner, and we're going to say that that's 135 tenths times 43. The smaller number goes on the bottom, and then we're going to multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. There's the 1 in the tens place. 3 times 30 is 90, plus 1 more 10 is 100. 3 times 100 is 300, plus 1 more 100 is 400. And then we go to our 40, so we have 40 times 5. That's right, 200. And then 40 times 30, which is 1,200, plus 2 more 100, which gives me 400. And then 4 times 100, which is 4,000, plus 1 more 1,000, which is 5,000. Add them up. 5, 0, 8, 5. And this is still in tenths. We did that so that we didn't have to multiply by a decimal. So the patio's area 580.5 square feet. So, how am I going to figure out how many blocks are going to be in there? So if each tile is 1 foot square, how many tiles are we going to need? We're going to need 581 tiles. Today we're going to multiply into the hundredths place. So 7 3/8 times 41. I want to encourage you to talk about what you're thinking when you're doing this so that excuse me so that when I look at your work I can see your writing next to it. So you might write a little think bubble out here and say, well, I know this would round to 7. Let's rewrite my 141 and 7 times 40 would be 280. And then let's solve our problem. So if I take 738 hundredths and I multiply that times 41, I can get my answer. I'm going to start with a 1, and I'm going to say 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 30 is 30, and 1 times 700 is 700. Then I'm going to come to the 4 and say 40 times 8 is, I'm going to give you just a minute to work the problem out. 40 times 8 is 320. 40 times 30 is 1,200 plus 3 more 100 gives me 500. 40 times 700 is 28,000 plus 1 more 1,000 is 29,000. Now I'm going to add these two up. And that gives me 8, 5 tens, 12 hundreds, 9 thousands plus 1,000 gives me a 10,000. 2 10,000s plus 1 10,000 is 3 10,000s. So you need to remember that that's in the hundredths. So this 2 is in the hundredths. So in order to move from 7 3/8 hundredths to here, we had to multiply by 100. So at this point we need to divide by 100, and that's going to give us 302 58 hundredths. When you get to your work today, you'll see the first problem written something like this. And above it, they want you to estimate. So they would want you to say, okay, so that's 1 times 30, and that's going to be, my answer is going to be about 30. So if my answer isn't 30 when I come to the end of it, I need to go back and see where my mistake is. When we get to here, they tell you that you're going to need to multiply by 100, and that's going to give you 138. Don't forget to label it. Hundredths times 32. Again, we're going to start with the 2, and the 2 times the 8 is going to be 16. The 2 times 30 is going to be 60, plus one more is going to give me 7 tenths. The 2 times 100 is going to give me 200. And then I'm going to go to the 3's. The 30 times 8 is 240. 30 times 30 is 900. 1,000, 1,001, 1,100. 30 times 100 is going to be 3,000, plus one more is going to give me 4,000. When I add them all up, I get 6, 11, 200s, 300s, 400s. So then I get this number. Am I done? Nope, you have hundredths. And to get 2, this number you multiplied by 100, and so to go back you need to divide by 100. So your answer for this one would be 44 and 16 hundredths.